Morning, everyone. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out with me. On my way to work. Beautiful morning commute. Thought I'd hit record, talk a little bit. Glad I get to ride this morning. Yesterday I had a little snafu, which if you haven't noticed is pretty normal for me. Got ready for work, got my lunch packed, got everything ready. Went out to the bike, went to push it out of the garage. Didn't have my key. Went in to the key rack, looked for it, not there. Checked all my pants from the previous couple of days. I had just ridden the day before. Weren't there. Dresser, bathroom, desk, all that weren't there. Finally, I was like, oh man, I gotta go. I'm gonna be late. I gotta drive the truck. So grab my bag, grab my lunchbox, get in the truck, leave the house, get about 5 miles away from the house, and I realize keys are in the bag. I'd put them in there leaving work the day before. Oh well. So I drove my truck yesterday. Would have rather ridden. Get my morning dose of wind therapy. And of course that threw me off for the whole day. You know, I'm such a creature of habit, so routine. Mess up my routine in the morning by 1 cup of coffee or a half a cup of coffee. And I'm off for the day. And then it was a long, busy day at work, so very happy to be on the bike this morning. Oh, as I'm riding to work on a morning commute, it reminded me, there's another small YouTuber that I've been watching quite a bit that does a similar thing. Not trying to rip you off, bro, just enjoying it. But he has a lot of morning commutes, beautiful scenery. He's up in the Pacific Northwest, the Okanagan Valley, if I pronounced that correctly. Check out Blacktop Diaries if you want some cool rides, chill vibes, and beautiful sunrise. Go check them out. Blacktop Diaries, link right here. He's also doing a restore of a Triumph from his dad, which I think is super cool. Like early 70s Triumph. Check it out. So with that being said, I actually kind of want to talk about connections like that. So I'm about 4 months into YouTube. When I started this, I really had no expectations at all. You know, not sure if it's going to flop, do well, somewhere in between. Am I going to like it, not like it? What is it all about? I watch a lot of YouTube, and finally was like, you know what? I got a phone on my camera. Let's make a video. And I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the process. So I kept going. Again, with no expectations and no real direction. So to backtrack a little bit, I am Generation X, 49 years old, and I grew up in a small area. We did not have internet, all right? We did not have cell phones. We did not have social media. We had a computer lab in my high school that we had to go to like once a week for word processing. There was no internet. My senior year in high school, we had one computer in the library that had internet. Old dial-up, if you guys remember that. It was really slow, and most of us were like, what are we supposed to do with this? I had to write a paper my senior year And we used to use encyclopedias, books, Dewey Decimal System, and you'd have to cite your resources at the end of the paper. Well, this assignment required that we had one resource from the internet. Excuse me, throat just got dry. So we're like, all right, let me look something up on the internet. And I don't think I used it again for years. Even when I joined the Army at 24 years old, I didn't even have an email account. Right? I started one when I got to Germany because people were like, don't send snail mail, dude. Get on this thing called Hotmail. So, I say all that to go, I didn't grow up with social media. I still don't have any. I don't have Facebook. I don't have Instagram. I don't have Twitter, X, whatever it is. I don't have any of that. Never have. So, I wasn't even sure how that worked, like all these people making connections online. I didn't understand it. And I didn't expect that with YouTube. So what I found in the last 4 months is, one, I really enjoy making the videos. Yeah, it's kind of disappointing when you spend a lot of time and, like 15 people watch it. But at the same time, it's to the point now where I know there's 15 people watching it are 15 people that dig it, and they're coming back. So that's cool. Channel's not blowing up, but that's okay. I'm still having fun and making some connections that I wouldn't have otherwise made. And I enjoy that part of it, That's pretty cool. Watch each other's stuff. Get a little slice of Americana from different parts of the country. Whether it's Texas, Washington, Florida, Utah, Arizona, wherever, Small YouTubers riding motorcycles through their area, checking it out. A little bit more personal. So I like it that way. That was a long ramble to say, yeah, not many people watch my stuff, but it's still fun, and I'm going to keep doing it. Wasn't very long ago, there was nothing here, just woods. Building it up quickly. So we got a huge new employer in the area. Hyundai Corporation has opened a massive factory here. So not only is that creating a lot of jobs for the factory itself, but all the other elements and suppliers and logistics that go into it. It's crazy how much this area just outside of Savannah has exploded in the last 2 to 3 years. It's ups and downs to that. Good and bad. It's definitely creating a lot of jobs. It's also drastically increased property prices, house prices. Which I guess for my wife and I, that's really good, because we bought our house before it went up. But man, my tax statement this year, that was a shocker. Last day of school yesterday. So my kids, all the other kids in the area, out of school for the summer. Which means no school zones. Just kidding. I'm also fascinated with how YouTube works. Again, not having ever done anything like that. So maybe some of you smaller YouTubers, if you're watching this, let me know, did you have the same experience? Excuse me. Didn't take my Zyrtec this morning. A lot of pollen. Anyway, when I first started posting videos, the first few, I don't know, 8 or so, while they weren't huge and viral, they actually had way more views than I thought they were going to. Way more impressions. The click-through rate was low, the retention rate was low, but actually, got, 300 to 400 views, which is way more than I expected. And then as I progressed into it, the impressions went way down. Even now, my last 6 videos probably have had a really low impressions number. But with that, the click-through rate has gone way up and the retention rate has gone way up. So I guess that's the algorithm finding the right people. Because I don't think my stuff's gotten that much better. Just curious if any of you know how that works or had a similar experience. Let us know in the comments. I do read them all 2 of them a month. Dude, you could comment on a video from 3 months ago, I'd still comment on it. And if you don't have a YouTube channel, those likes and comments really do help out. They're super appreciated. That's not a plug to get more likes and comments, but I mean, maybe it is. I guess it is. I like this little road. It's much quicker to go the interstate. I-95 is right over there. But I enjoy this beat up, pothole infested road more. It's like 5 minutes difference. Sometimes I'll take a longer route. Just to ride. Look at that, see? Like 10, 15 minutes riding, talking to you guys, I'm already in a better mood. Got my requisite 2 cups of coffee before I do anything else this morning. And got my thermos right here in my pack. If you haven't picked up through my videos, I am a coffee addict. Nothing else in the coffee, no sugar, no cream, just straight black, strong coffee. I think it's my last remaining vice. And it's one I don't plan on giving up, at least not anytime soon. the oak trees and the mimosas. It's a big oak tree.